I do calls with Oprah now, like twice a week, and they have been immensely clarifying and empowering and powerful. It's like something's going on where, for me at least, that the energy of these calls is just building to a level that I've really never quite experienced before. And I don't know whether it's because I'm doing them with regularity or whatever, but the energy starts as soon as Oprah starts talking. It's just like it just goes like this, you know. And it's like, I mean, there's a connectivity and an energy flowing that is tremendous and amazing, and it's an amazing opportunity. And I love participating. I'm so appreciative of that connection.
Hello, we are officially getting started, and I want to thank Ramona for being here with me. We are super excited about the topic and the event coming up, and thank you for everyone who is attending. Hello, Mark.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good.
Hi, Mark.
Do
How
I
are you?
know you? I know you from Facebook, right? We haven't met, right?
Yeah, but you know, we probably have met on an Abraham cruise, maybe.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah. I've
I
only
went
been on one, so maybe not, but
well, I went on the Alaska cruise in 2021, and then I went on the Caribbean cruise in 2022, and then I went on
mhm.
the Adriatic at the end of 2022.
Nice, nice. So we are going to just talk
Yeah.
about the October event. And if you have any questions, Mark, just
Well, I know nothing about it at all, other than I thought I saw something about a workshop and then doing fun things, and that's all I know.
That's all you need to know, Mark. That's
right,
all.
right,
You've
right,
got
right.
it.
That's like
a fun series of workshops and a bunch of other fun things. That's what it
yes,
is.
and it's like so you know it's like I didn't understand what the lodging venue was or where the meet, you know, if it was going to be like there was going to be a group of people, but I think that like I did a workshop in Miami with Costa a couple years ago, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
the fun part is the hanging out over the meals and you know
Oh yeah.
doing things around the event, and also obviously the workshop. I don't want to say it's a no-brainer, but it's an opportunity to you know you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
That has
Oh,
its
The
yeah.
whole
benefit.
shebang.
You
Yeah.
just show up for the workshop and say go. You know.
Yes.
I did go to Costa and Armand's event also, not that one, obviously. Um, one of their early ones. And yes, it's sort of like that. It's like
Yeah.
you just pay for the workshop, and then they had all this other fun stuff, like whoever wanted to participate. So it's really like one big family. Yeah.
I think that
Nice.
that's such an amazing idea. It's like I just feel like, you know, it's like the work I think it's the people getting together, it's doing the workshop, just doing other fun things and even hanging out, you know, maybe
Oh
over long
yeah.
meals or I don't know. I think to me relaxing venues and then other venues that are I mean not gonna say I mean I don't know, but you know, like you go to the beach for a couple of hours. I mean, maybe this isn't by the beach, or you go do
No,
this,
it's
you
not
go
by the
do
beach.
this.
It's in
But
the
you know,
mountains.
you just go do fun. You just go do fun things. So
Yeah, that's one of the things we were going to talk about is like, 'cause we don't have exact things that we're going to do, but we have a general idea because this is Asheville and it's in the fall. It's our peak season. I live in Asheville.
So
Ramona
beautiful.
lives 2 hours away in Georgia, but similar kind of like mountains,
yeah,
Just
similar.
like this.
Yeah, yes.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're planning like the workshop is on a Saturday and 10 to 5, and it's gonna be, Ramona's gonna channel, receive Oprah, and there's sessions with Oprah, Q&A, but it's it's like Abraham Hicks, but in a much more intimate venue, right? Because there's
Right.
less people. There'll be 20 people or less, or can't
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah,
really
yeah,
much
yeah.
more. Can't be more.
Yeah. And
So
where are you guys going to have it at? Where's it going to be?
it's gonna be here in my house.
Okay. No, I like.
Yeah, the workshop
I
itself. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, the workshop.
honestly, I totally get what you're saying. I've done those kind of workshops. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Yeah. Well, we have the space, we have a really big space downstairs. I'm upstairs in my office now, so it can fit
Yeah.
like 20, 25 people the most, but like it might be, who knows? Like, we have some signed up already. So we're just it's our first one. So we're just, see what happens. But
Yeah.
I still think it's intimate no matter what. And so then Ramona is going to stick around. Like she's going to come in early the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday before. And then Saturday's the workshop. And then Ramona's going to stick around on Sunday and then go home. So on Monday, but so all Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we are going to have events, that's like a la carte, like if you want like dinners and lunches and Asheville, because it's beautiful fall
Just go do
season.
fun things together.
Yes.
Yeah,
Are you gonna do
exactly.
it that way, or how are you gonna?
Yes. Yeah, it'll be like we'll all go on a hike. We'll drive up onto the Blue Ridge Parkway and we'll watch these beautiful leaves in their fall colors and whatnot. And then we'll go to a specific place. We'll all very easy hike and just,
Right.
gabbing as we go and sharing ideas and just enjoying the outdoors. We're going to go to the River Arts District, probably watch some glass blowing and look at a lot of the visual artists down
Oh,
there.
fun.
We've got a drum circle we're going to do. We've got a couple of specific restaurants that we've identified and another hiking day. I don't know. I don't want to take away your Rhonda. You want to kind of talk about the idea of the schedule, or do we want to just keep it real general still right now?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can get into specifics, but we are going to see who's coming, and then we
And
can
then play
tweak
around it. I get
tweak.
that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because some people might not be like, oh, well, I can't even do a moderate hike. There's all different fitness levels, and so
Same.
Right.
I can do the geriatric at this point. You know what I mean?
We've
yeah,
got somebody coming who's had 2 knee replacement surgeries, one 5 weeks ago and one 9 weeks ago.
They
So
may be
I
doing
don't.
fantastic then. They're the
Yeah,
ones.
well, I don't know that we're going to be doing any, we're not going to be doing any strenuous hikes. We're going to take a
Yeah,
stroll through the most gorgeous woods that you could ever imagine in the mountains with incredible scenery and incredible fall color changes. Be beautiful, and it won't be any
wonderful.
stress at all. Yeah.
but if
Yeah.
you guys can talk, Vanessa wants to join, but she needs the
She needs
Zoom
help.
link. She needs a Zoom
Oh,
link.
okay.
So
Help.
if you guys, want
Okay.
to
We'll talk
do,
amongst ourselves.
yeah, yeah.
Hello. So
Hello.
how are you? Oh my God.
Well, let's keep talking about the event because we're recording this and we're going to put this up in the Facebook
Oh, so
page so
I
that
can't go personal. I was going to ask for a private session like right now.
Well, let
Can
me.
you please fix my day for me?
Hi, Vanessa.
Hello.
Nice to meet you in person.
Nice to meet you.
Sort of. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to continue, just kind of go over some of the things that we have planned for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And if you guys have any questions, just, it's just informal, just go ahead and ask.
I have one right away.
Yeah.
Do you have a common lodging location that you're recommending to where everybody can stay at the same place if they want to?
We do not at this time. If we have enough people, right now we would just assuming people would just do an Airbnb locally. That's what I'm doing. I'm just going into an Airbnb, and we didn't know how many people were going to come, and because it's the prime season in Asheville, I had to reserve something ahead of time. So we're just assuming that people are going to find their own places so
But
far.
however,
Yes.
since I live here and I know the area, I am happy to help people out if they like. where's Hendersonville? Is that too far away? Or where's Black Mountain? Or where's, so I can help with that. I'm available either, on Facebook or
Is
even
there a
phone.
hotel that you can get a group rate at?
There are hotels. The airport's 15 minutes away from my house, but there are airport hotels, and I don't think, maybe if we had 50 people, I mean, we don't really know how many people we're going to have, so I don't think that we can.
Yeah, usually you need at
this
least 10
time.
for a group rate. At least 10.
Well, or even just like it doesn't even have to be anything special. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, because I just think that well, at least for me, it's like my experience with stuff like that is if it's well, I'm trying to think. Like I did a retreat one time in Connecticut and we stayed at or whatever you call it, a country inn, but it was pretty big. It had 20 rooms, you know what I mean? And a dining room or something, and we stayed there, and I think there were other people staying there. But it's like I think that some way where you can go to the event and have fun, and then also maybe go hang out with the people that you're doing the workshop with, because then
Right.
they
Well, that's why we're planning the way we are. Most of the meals, well, all of the meals on Saturday will be together for anybody who wants to. They'll be optional, but it'll be the option. And then we're planning a lot of meals together and a lot of activities together. And because we're going to be meeting at Rhonda's house, we're going to be hanging out there a lot. And there may be some
Okay.
times where we'll, all move en masse over to my Airbnb, which is nice and large, and maybe we'll have a party there or something. So
I
we're going to
gotcha.
do that as
Okay.
much as we possibly can. That's definitely my favorite part. I've been on 7 Abraham cruises, and that's absolutely my favorite. The workshops are great, but my absolute
The
favorite part
small
is hanging out
gatherings.
with people. Yeah, the late night conversations over a glass of wine, the early morning breakfast together, where we're all cooking in the kitchen together, and it's just so much fun. It's bonding, it's social,
Yeah.
it's loving,
I think that
it's
I
yeah,
appreciate hearing that because I think that that's what I'm really looking for is
yeah.
just a fun time together and having fun conversations and conscious conversations.
Yes,
Oh,
that's exactly what I'm looking for too.
and it being easy,
Right.
Easy,
you know.
absolutely.
Yeah. And that's one of
So
the reasons why we created the Facebook group, is that people, if they're interested, can kind of start to say, hey, I'm looking to rent an Airbnb. Does anybody else want to? And then people can start to. I
Right.
mean, hopefully that happens. Whether or not that happens or not is up to people, but that is an opportunity in the Facebook group to start to see who's
I mean, like
coming.
some people could stay at the same place.
Right. You
Absolutely.
could join together and say, look, I've got 2 spots. I would like to rent this house. It's by
Right.
Rhonda's house, or it's in Lake Lure, or it's in Black Mountain, which everything's
It's
kind of
got 3
half an hour.
bedrooms or 4 bedrooms or 5
Yeah.
bedrooms and so
And
many
I'm renting
baths.
a
Yeah.
car. People could even, go in on the car rental or, whatever they want to do.
Yeah, like
So
I've
Right.
done a Turo before. I don't know if you have Turo. Is the airport Asheville or the airport is what?
Asheville. Yeah.
But some of those airports have a Turo. You can just rent it. It's like Uber in reverse.
Huh.
I've
I
never
never heard
heard
of
of
it.
Turo.
Oh yeah, well
What is that?
I'm trying to think. I know Dallas has it, Chicago probably does, but major big airports. So it's basically like what Uber is. A guy's driving his own car and shuttling people around. Well, all it is people are putting their car in a rental pool and you rent
Ooh.
it from somebody, and you're doing it through the app and they're
Oh, that's
rated as a
great. I hadn't heard
provider
about that. That's really
and they
great.
yeah, like when I sold my car earlier, when was that? I sold my car in like, I don't even know, March or something, and I literally, the people, well, we want it tomorrow, and it's like, okay, and I agreed to it, and that was Saturday at noon, and I had no transportation. I mean, I
Until
so
you got your new car.
yeah, until I got my new car, and it's like, oh my God. And it's like I went into this withdrawal, which is just comical because it's like, okay, What if I have to go to the hospital? What if I need toilet paper? Or I've been without a car my whole life, as an adult. And then I ended up doing a Turo here in Omaha where I rented the car from a guy, and it was a used Lexus sedan, and it was like new and it worked perfectly, and he delivered it.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, so there are all these
I'm
options.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. So I didn't know about that. So thank you. So yes. So pretty much, Ramona and I thought about doing a full-fledged retreat. We even both
Right.
signed up for this course. Sherry Rosenthal teaches about retreats. And I mean,
We're
it's
like a
sort
boot
of
camp.
it was
Like
amazing. And
fire
but then
hose.
yeah, it was amazing. But at the end of that, we thought we're just not quite ready for that yet to, do all of the logistics, take that all on ourselves and do that.
So how much does this thing cost? How much does it cost?
So it's $425 for the workshop,
Okay.
and that
And
That's
then
the early bird price,
early
right?
bird, and it goes up on August 31st to $495.
and it's Saturday the 19th of October.
October.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's in and you fly into Asheville, North Carolina. I don't
Yep.
know the
Asheville, North
geography
Carolina.
over there at all. And you guys are going to be there.
Yep. We're going to meet you at the airport with pom-poms.
Vanessa
No, we're just kidding.
I already registered, so I'm going to be there.
Vanessa will be there, and then we have a few other people as well so far.
Okay, well, I'll sign up.
All right.
Thanks.
I'm so excited, Mark.
That'll be
Thank
fun.
you. That was
I mean,
wonderful.
I just think it's, I've been thinking about this. It's like, I've got this deprivation thing going on that I'm not hanging out with fun people. You know what I mean? So this is going to be fun.
Oh, but by October, you're going to be over that.
Yes. Yes. In the next 5 minutes, I'll be over it. I'm going to
Yes. Well, I'm mostly hoping, this is what I hope to get out of it. Of course, we'll have great workshops. We're going to have a lot of fun. And we're going to go to this Ethiopian restaurant. And I'm really hoping, it's one of my favorite restaurants in the whole world.
This is the whole thing
reason
for
doing the
Ramona.
workshop.
This is the only reason she's doing this is for this. No, I'm just kidding.
Because you get
Earlier,
food.
Ethiopian restaurant.
Before the meeting started, she was asking me some detailed questions. I said, listen, just think of me like a guy, okay? I want to eat Ethiopian. I don't care what else we do. It is they have vegetarian options. They have meat options. I'm really hoping that most or hopefully all of us have an adventurous spirit, even if you've never eaten Ethiopian before.
Yeah.
And we'll all go
Yeah.
down to this really great restaurant that I love. I go to it every time I go to Asheville, and we'll just have this new experience, this wonderful, family style dining. They bring everything on the injera as big, huge platters, and you eat with your hands, and it's really fun. And I just love it. So, but the same thing with the glass blowing and the art and the hiking and the driving through, the Blue Ridge Parkway. It was just, it's going to be a sensory experience. Let's just say that.
Okay.
As well as the bonding and the spiritual talk. And we'll do all of that stuff just naturally, but we're going to make it as fun and as connecting as possible. That's our goal.
I think that's magical. I mean, that's really where it is it's almost in the blank spaces.
Yeah, nice. Well said. Well said.
Yes.
I mean, it's like I would share that when I went on the Adriatic cruise with Abraham back in the fall of 22, right? Right in the fall of 22, I was hanging out with Armand and Costa and Gina and Ian and I'm trying to think of who else was there. Is it Anastasia?
Anastasia? Mm-hmm.
Did you freeze? Yeah. Yeah, Anastasia, edibles. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name. Yeah, it's probably not edibles. That would be fun.
It's probably not edibles, but edibles is an appropriate term here.
Yeah. Okay. So I was just, yeah, we wanna have fun, and that's what it's all about. So I do want to say, anyone listening, because I'm gonna post. Hopefully, this is okay with you too. I think Mark is frozen.
Yeah, I think he is.
Hopefully, this is okay with you. Anyone on this call, we're going to post this on the information page about the workshop. I'm going to post this
In the
video
Facebook
there,
group, right?
and then on the actual letter,
Oh, okay.
yeah, on the registration page, so that I want people to know that we're going to see who has registered, who's coming, and then we'll try to accommodate people. We're not going to do a hike that's too much for somebody, or if there are a few people. I mean, I can't do really steep hikes. I love to hike,
Yeah, I
but
can't.
but
I mean, I don't want to.
yeah, but
Yeah.
there may be some people that want to do that, so then they could go and do that. Of course,
Yeah.
we are providing some ideas, some events, some extracurricular events, and
Yes.
it's optional, of course, whether, and maybe there will be multiple events. I attended an event here last October, was with the Sarah Landon people. I don't know if you know Sarah Landon, but they have a group that meets all over the world, and they come to Asheville in the same weekend. They're actually going to be here, but they planned it out so nicely where they had options. On like Wednesday there might be 2 or 3 options, but they've got like 30 people that are attending.
Yeah, that's a
So,
large group, and Sarah
yeah.
doesn't actually attend, right? It's not a workshop. It's
No,
just
no,
it's just a
this is like
social travel thing.
you're getting to be with Ramona. You're getting to be with me. We're both
Right.
coaches.
Yeah.
I'm not a channel yet, but
Yeah, I
or
heard
yes, I am.
that.
We're all channels. We're all channels, right? Right, Mark? And so
Yeah.
you get to hang out with Ramona. This is really, to me, it's like an Oprah workshop event, and you get to, where do you get to? Oh, I get to hang out with Esther. You get to hang out with Ramona. So it's really special. It's our first one, and we'll see what happens. We don't know if we're going to do it again. We'll just see what happens. And so just like we're going to see who's coming, and then I think things will naturally evolve as far as, well, here are some ideas. Well, the group doesn't really seem to want to do that today, so maybe we'll do that too. So it's flexible. But
Yeah,
we
yeah,
do
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever the
but we
flow is.
have it. We have it. Like, when can I just share with you real quick some of the events, the ideas we have? And if you look up Asheville things to do, you might come up with your own. But like, so we have Wednesday is the 16th of October, and we were thinking an easy to moderate walk, and it's actually an area about half an hour away, and there are 3 waterfalls, and it's pretty moderate hike, and they're
Nice.
beautiful waterfalls. And in the
Nice.
fall, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then that's
That would
in
be really pretty.
yeah, Brevard. So then we might pick out, do our research, do our due diligence, and come up with an idea for a restaurant, and make reservations if needed, so that we're not sitting there going, okay, where are we going? Where are we going to
Yeah.
eat?
Yeah.
Have to figure it all out.
The committee decision about
Yeah.
food.
So that's Wednesday. And then Thursday, we have the River Arts District, which is amazing here. And weather permitting, even if the weather is a little rainy, you could still walk around from so much art, so many
art.
studios.
So beautiful.
Studios where you can see artists working, glass blowing, all kinds of art, painting. You can see them doing it. That's just a wonderful experience. And then, of course, another opportunity to sample our beautiful farm to table food here in Asheville. And then the next day is Friday, which every Friday they have a drum circle downtown Asheville at 6:00.
Oh, wow.
So it's an actual, we've gone, my husband and I, and and I've gone with friends, and people, it's a big thing. People come, and every Friday, and they just
and we're going to provide some drums. I think they usually provide some drums too, but I've got a drum, and I'm going to borrow a couple of drums. So everybody in the group can have their own drum if they want.
Or you can just show up and listen.
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah,
just show up and listen. It's perfectly fine.
Drums. Maybe I have one. Yeah. So you could just show up. You don't need a drum, and then people people just like, dance, whatever. It's really nice. So since we're going to be downtown, we thought we'd go to the Ethiopian restaurant because it's downtown. So that Friday night. And then Saturday's a workshop. Lunch is additional for those who want. I think it's like $20. I'm gonna get like a nice,
but we'll have it brought in.
From Whole Foods or something, just something, whatever, and meeting people.
Whatever.
Food. Meeting people's if you're vegan, if you're this or that, gluten-free, we'll make sure everything's taken care of. And then that night we can go to dinner here locally if people want, and then or we can just order in. But I have like a nice huge yard with like one fire pit and 2 fire pits.
That sounds really fun. And we could just
around that.
Bring food in and do potluck and help clean up in the back end so everybody's not working.
Absolutely. And anybody who wants to drink can just have something to drink. I'm happy to serve as a designated driver if somebody wants to go, to drink any of these nights and then wants a ride home, a safe ride home. I'll have my car there. So it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. And that's Saturday. And then Sunday, again, the Blue Ridge Parkway, of course, you want to, come in here. You might want to, drive the Blue Ridge Parkway a little bit and see the beautiful views from the Blue Ridge Parkway. There might be some people that want to stop for a hike, and so we can just figure all that out. But that would be our last day together, and then we would just kind of, figure out a place for dinner. We would do that research beforehand so that just make it really easy peasy. I like that broth and bone, and then also we've got the the vegan restaurant that's so delicious. I've eaten there before.
Nice.
We've got some really nice choices, really really good choices for foodies.
Oh yeah,
fun.
That's one of the big things about Asheville is the food.
So when did you say we were doing the Ethiopian? I apologize. I can only half listen. I'm doing code fixes in the background. So it's my first day back to work in 10 weeks. 7:30,
darling.
I know, but my first day back.
Yeah,
so I thought they were going to give me an easy time of it and just let me help out as needed. We're like, nope. So anyway,
we're thinking Friday night.
Right now we're thinking Friday night. But to do that, we'd probably have to leave the drum circle a little bit early. I'm not sure how far the drum circle is from the Ethiopian place. Do you know?
No, but it's usually not bad walk. It's just small.
Oh, a walk. Okay. All right. I didn't know if we were going to be driving.
Cool.
No, once you park down there, you kind of don't want to move your car again. That's a hassle.
So you fly into Asheville.
Yes.
Asheville, and what day do we fly?
Asheville, North Carolina.
Well,
if you want to come in on the 16th and catch all of the details, you'd fly. All of the activities. You'd come in on the 16th, and then you'd leave on that Monday morning, the 21st, I believe it would be.
Okay, 16 to 21.
That's the entire amount. But you can come less than that if you want. But if you really want to enjoy the area and make a nice trip
of it, idea.
You can even come sooner if you wanted and just do stuff on your own. There's lots of other stuff.
Yeah, and you might want to come in on Tuesday. Up to you, like Tuesday. This way, because Wednesday
to rest a little bit if you've got a long flight.
We'll be going to Brevard on Wednesday. As it stands right now, it could change.
Right.
But we'll be doing something on Wednesday.
Okay, fun.
Yeah, awesome.
Very fun.
Great.
Nice.
And I'll just talk a little bit about the workshop itself. So the workshop starts at 10 a.m. and it starts with a session with Opra. And then we go throughout the day. There'll be nice breaks so that people can connect with each other. I'm going to be doing a workshop on loving your body and your food because that's what my specialty is. I've written a book on delicious alignment, loving your body.
Oh, yeah.
Through the teachings of Abraham Hicks. So it is a workshop that's sort of, right now it's seeming like I want to do a visualization, I call it virtual reality, where you're in the moment, you're experiencing, loving your body. We're not like, this isn't like, oh, I'm going to visualize my perfect body at a perfect size. I'm all about loving your body right now, in this moment. There's only
Right
now.
here,
There's
right
only
now.
now.
That's right.
And we'll also be providing like some kind of sensory experience, maybe with chocolate covered strawberries, or if people can't eat that, something else, like where we will experience like being, you know, being one with the food and just like savoring everybody. Beautiful. We're going to do a little exercise like that. So that's my little contribution. And other than that, it is Opra, and answering questions.
So 2 hour-long Opera sessions in the morning, separated by a short break, and then an hour and a half for lunch, and then this delicious alignment workshop, and then another Opera session, and then dinner, right?
Yeah.
So not jam-packed, but still plenty of time for people to ask an initial question and then kind of sit with that for a little bit, come back and maybe ask some more questions, and then we'll have lunch together and just relax, and we'll do your beautiful, delicious thing, and then another Opera session. So it'll be a nice day. Relaxed, but yet very focused.
Fun.
Yeah, like Armand and Costa, you know, very similar. I did go to their thing in Miami. I did like it how they had different places, apartments right there.
Yes.
And you could get, well, we unfortunately don't have that, but I stayed in, like, I got a roommate or a couple of roommates, and we had one of the apartments.
Yeah.
I mean, that was very convenient. Yeah. That was nice. Yeah. So it's sort of like that kind of setup where they have breaks, and then when we have time together, I wanted to give a lot of breaks. Yeah.
And I'm probably open to, you know, maybe, you know, a larger Airbnb that has a couple of bedrooms, kind of a deal, you know. I mean, I'm okay with that. You know, I would do something like that. You know, I just want my own room. That's all.
I don't blame you. Yeah, that's the so I don't know if you're in the Facebook group or not. I'll check if you are. And,
I don't know. Yeah.
But well, I'll put that in the Facebook group that Mark is looking, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I'm open to the whole idea of whatever. You know, I did an Airbnb in La Paz, Mexico a while back, and they gave me a 5-star rating, which I appreciated.
That's great.
Because I was I was giving them a list of things that they needed to improve.
Oh, that's funny.
But,
so the best times that I've had with the Abraham cruises is when a bunch of us got there 4 nights early and rented a flat together. And that has been just a phenomenal experience. So yeah, we're definitely hoping that some of that happens. We just didn't know how to plan for 3 people, 10 people, 20 people. It's definitely not going over 20. I'm thinking we probably won't even go over 15, but however many people we've got, then we can start looking at Airbnb, and we'll facilitate that kind of thing, like group housing and stuff, whatever way, any way we can, because we've got boots on the ground right there in Asheville. She can, you know, go and check them out if we need her to, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
that would be fun.
I'm happy to assist in that way, because I know that when I first moved here 8 years ago, I was like, I don't know. What's South Asheville? What's North? What's where's Black Mountain? You know, and now I'm like, got the lay
You're
of
an
the
old
land
pro
somewhat. Now. Yeah. And everything's basically a half an hour away from me. Wherever you want to go, it's like, you want to go here, you want to go north, you want to go south, you know, and all these amazing places just half an hour away. And we just now are starting to get some more restaurants right here. I'm kind of in the country, but it's like a little pocket of suburbia. It looks like, you know, I grew up in New York, but it looks like Long Island. You know,
Long Island.
But it's just here, but hilly, but just here in where I live. And but it's mostly older homes, you know, where other places. And just lots of places you could go, so many places to explore. And
fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know if there's anything else I really wanted to talk about. You, Ramona? Any other questions?
No, I think we covered it. Housing, food, and then housing, and then
the early bird ends on the 31st, August 31st. Right. Yes.
Okay, so what's the name of the group? I wanna what's the name of the group on Facebook? Let me get into Facebook.
Yeah, Ramona and I were just talking about that. Like, oh, we didn't really have a good name for this, but it was Rhonda and Ramona / Oprah.
Oh,
Rhonda, Ramona / Oprah.
is there a way to invite me?
Of course, of course. I'll go
I
ahead
don't
and
think
do
I
that
know
right
how
now.
to find it.
I will do it because I'm pretty sure we're friends, right, Mark?
Well, do you want to be?
Well, I just think we
I
have to be friends in order for me to invite you.
I'm
Oh, it
just
says you're
did it.
already a member. You're already a member.
I'm
I
already
was
a
going to
member.
invite you, but I already did, so you're already a member.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then
You know
I have,
what? I'm going to stop the recording and then we can continue to
okay.
talk.
I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to the recording. I don't have to like. Okay, so and I'll just say anyone who's interested, you can go to deliciousallignment.com/workshop to purchase a seat.
Okay.
And the early bird is $425 and it goes up on August 31st to $495. Lunch is additional, I think $20 if you want lunch. Some people may want lunch, some people may not. So we'll need to know, how many people want lunch. But you don't need to make that decision right now. I will contact you to see that, to get that list.
Are you planning just to order out or have it catered in, or what's the plan?
I was planning on getting it at Whole Foods, and I'll know beforehand who wants lunch and what are their dietary restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll bring it into the house.
And we'll bring it into the house. Other people might choose to go out. There are too many restaurants. So the concern is whether you can get back in time.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a few restaurants here. There is one good one.
Everybody's going to want lunch.
Probably, yeah.
Right. But you can, there's a place right down the street that's a little coffee shop. Then there's another place, Surf and Brew, that we might go to one night.
The dinner, yeah.
Yeah. This is really good. But other than that, there's not too many options.
So whatever you do, it's going to be fabulous.
Absolutely.
Okay. Just, I mean, the number one thing is the people hanging out together. I mean, when I say that, the workshop and being together, the other parts, if they're, fun and smooth and taste good, fabulous. You know what I mean? Really, it's like
I like your priorities: fun, smooth, taste good. I'm totally that's. We can just stop now. We're done.
When I did that Adriatic cruise and I was hanging out with Gina and all those people, it's like I don't even know where I went on the cruise. I was so into hanging out with them and the things that we were doing and more importantly, it was the conversations we were having over the meals or in the van or whatever. It's like I don't even know where I went, and I still haven't taken the time to go look and go, oh, I was here and here and here and here and here. I was just present. So
we're in the moment.
Yeah, or at least I tried to be. And it's like, and I just think that it's going to be a fun thing, and all those things will take care of. We just try to make them as nice and smooth as possible, and then it'll be fun.
Yeah. Thank you for that. That's so cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
And I anticipate driving in regardless. I may change jobs by then. So it's either way though, I'll be driving in. So if we have a lot of people, we need more people to drive for the parkway. I'm happy to do that.
I'll fly in and rent a car.
Okay.
Yeah, and at least one of the person who's signed up is a local, so she will also have a car. Okay, so I think we'll have a good supply of cars.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll be great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there we are.
It's all about the connection. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all about the.
Yeah. Fabulous. Okay. Again, anybody watching, you can go to deliciousallignment.com/workshop to grab your spot.
Nice.
All righty.
So I know Rhonda had mentioned that she's going to be focusing her talk on body and food. topics, and I was just curious if Ramona's portion of the workshop has a specific topic.
Yeah, no, we don't do topics. Oprah is always absolutely in the moment. So whatever the questions are in the moment, that's what will be addressed. So, and it'll always unfold perfectly. It's always amazing and almost magical how it all unfolds, but it'll be very much in the moment.
So while we're on recording, you can always cut me out, right? I do calls with Opra now, like twice a week, and they have been immensely clarifying and empowering and powerful. It's like something's going on where, for me at least, that the energy of these calls is just building to a level that I've really never quite experienced before. And I don't know whether it's because I'm doing them with regularity or whatever, but the energy starts as soon as Oprah starts talking. It's just like, it just goes like this, you know? And it's like, I mean, there's a connectivity and an energy flowing that is tremendous and amazing, and it's an amazing opportunity. And I love participating. I'm so appreciative of that connection.
Yes, thank you for adding that.
Thank
That's
you.
a piece of, yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up and
Yeah.
Vanessa brought that up. And do you have experience talking to Oprah, Vanessa?
I have mostly, well, first of all, Ramona's one of my best friends, so just interacting with her on a normal basis is such a treat.
Nice.
But I would say most of the Oprah stuff that I've seen has been, online. I've watched a lot of her content, on YouTube and different things. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've had opportunity to ask Oprah questions. Yeah, and I remember the first time. It's like I felt the energy, like so much energy in my body. Like it was like, what's happening? I was talking to Oprah and asking, and I was like, what just happened? And it was like, oh my
I've
God.
had the same experience on some of the YouTube videos too. So yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
So.
And then I've interviewed Oprah and Ramona. I've had a little group session podcast episode where we got to talk to Oprah. So yeah, I know what you're saying, Mark, about that. You feel the energy when you're talking to Oprah, very much so, in your body.
And what I find is that, like, when you're just bathing in that energy and that comes through, she could be talking about some other topic completely. Yet when I'm bathing in that energy and tuned into it, it's kind of just like with Abraham. It's like, even if you're not in the hot seat, your questions get answered because you line up with that energy, which is just really delicious.
Right. So. Yeah. And that's the other cool part about it is, Ramona mentioned this to me the other day. Yeah. I mean, I love going to Abraham events, and even I've been to Communion of Light event, somebody else I follow. And this is such a nice, intimate event that you have more time if you want it, to have that connection, to ask those questions, to interact with Oprah and everyone else. But, in a large group, 500, 600 people, like an Abraham event, it's different. This is a totally different experience, as far as.
Like I'm coming into this without having any expectations or questions that I want answered. I just know it's going to be so next level hanging out with this group of people. Yeah. I want in on it.
Yeah. That's how I feel the same way. I feel the same way. It's like I have no specific agenda other than to have fun and hang out with wonderful people.
Yes.
And if there's somebody listening to this program right now and you're not familiar with Oprah, you can always go to RamonaGailey.com, go to the podcasts page. You'll see Rhonda's podcast. I think both of them that I've done with you are on there, but the more recent one is the one where you had two guests come on, and I went and got Oprah, and they actually asked questions. It'd be a great opportunity for anybody who wanted to see that. And then I also have a 3-part series with a woman named Jen. The first one, I did not go and get Oprah, but you'll hear at the end where or during that session where she says, you know, hey, would you bring on Oprah? And we had agreed ahead of time. I was not going to be, so I wasn't quite set up for it. So we did another session, and it was such an overwhelming experience for her that we ended up doing a 3rd session. And it's a really great way. Just real quick, ramonagailey.com/podcast. And you'll be able to see the Oprah in action, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you'll feel that what everybody here is talking about, and give you a good idea whether you'd like to join the workshop or not. The other thing I wanted to say is that I'm really big on confidentiality. So I would just ask that anybody who's considering coming to the workshop come with that kind of in their heart, that they're, you know, what stays here, I mean, what happens here stays here, kind of a thing. And so I take the confidentiality of my clients very seriously. If you're my client and we meet on the street somewhere, I'm going to act like I don't know you, probably. You know, I'm never going to bring up the fact that you're an Oprah client or anything like that. So just to know that there's a high expectation and vibration of confidentiality around anything to do with Oprah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, fantastic. I'm so excited. You guys will be joining us. Mark and Vanessa and a few others have already stepped in. So if you guys have any questions, anyone listening to this, let us know. And
do I just need to go to the link that I got an email on to register? I saw something, but it was a couple days ago. Is there some? Did I get an email?
Yeah, it's deliciousalignment.com/workshop.
Oh, just go there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
okay. All right. I can pull that off. Okay.
And that'll be in the Facebook group too. If you just come to the Facebook group, all the links are right there too. So.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you, ladies. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. We'll see you guys soon.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.